Alright, y'all. So there's this dude who claims to have the tapes. Sorry. There's a guy who claims to have all these tapes, Kim Porter, and not just that. He said that he also has the book that Kim Porter wrote all that stuff in. So claiming that Diddy was with Jaden Smith and Justin Bieber and all that crazy stuff, right? So we're gonna go straight into it. If you're new, like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna road to 1K subs by the end of hopefully November, and I'm showing some love, help the kid out, and let's get straight into it, man. It's about to get juicy.
When you looked at the flash drives, who were the young artists?
Usher, Justin Bieber, Will Smith's son.
Nancy Grace is talking about it. Candace Owens. Suddenly Todd's doing all these interviews. You've got discs that prove that he is a predator. Why not contact the FBI and just turn over the videos? Kim Porter, according to the official record, she's written a memoir. It's kind of like diary entries, kind of like a memoir. She's written a bunch of them. There are multiple flash drives. Prior to her death, she gave it to some friends.
Mm-hmm.
One of those friends, shortly after, was it like the day after, approached you?
I got it like 3 months before the funeral. And then I sat on it for the other 3 months in a year.
Do you want to say who the friend is?
Well, I can't say the friend is. Everybody should know. Well, when the friend did, she called me and said, "What you do with the stuff?" I said, "I did do something." I said, I released the book. I said, I got them all pressed up. I just didn't put it out.
What was on the flash drives? Did you look at the flash drives?
I looked at some of them, but I couldn't look because if you watch the two men have this, that means you just it's them. You gay as them. I don't even watch Playboy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see another man banging a female. I want to see a female banging a man banging a female. It better be me banging a female.
Right.
Looking at my own stuff. I'm not going to sit there and watch a man banging any female or two men banging each other. So I did read something. I did look at it. I did do the book. The original book was this right here.
Right.
Tell it all, but thing. I gave it to my private investigator, Todd. You understand? Real good guy.
Well, okay. So wait. So a few months after you pressed up a bunch of books,
Mm-hmm.
and you tried to advertise the books to get them out there.
Right.
To get her memoir out there.
Right.
Because the memoir is super, sensational, right? It talks about multiple famous actors. You're saying you haven't watched all the videotapes. Do you know how many videotapes were on there in the book?
It's like 11 flash drives, and each of them probably like bigger bytes of it. I know put into my computer too much because I didn't want all that in my computer. Then I got to download to another one. Then I take all my business with it. So it was I say it's probably like 8 to 7 different videos and more words writing to it. You understand? It was more like a diary that was going to be turned into a book at first. And it's talked about her nose being broken, that he hated her, that he was messing with young boys. Talked about how he tore Usher ass up.
When you looked at the flash drives, who were the two? I know we spoke before. You said there were two young artists.
Mm-hmm.
One was Usher. Who was the other one?
One was Usher, and I believe the other one was definitely somebody's son. It was definitely somebody.
Okay, it wasn't before we talked. You said it was Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
I thought
it was him too as well. It was Justin Bieber
and some
and
anybody else.
Will Smith's son too. Will Smith's son too. I ain't holding no punches. Yeah, it was Will Smith's son too.
And there were some young women.
There was females. I'm not good with everybody naming music business because I only list several different artists. But it was J-Lo. It was in there. It was the young lady that sued him. I can't remember her name.
Cassidy.
Right, Cassidy.
Cassidy. I can't really tell how it's made because you got to really draw it in. It seemed like the camera was up in the light on the shooting from a corner. Right. There was some in the bathroom. It showed that how they set Kevin Hart up. But see,
what do you mean? set Kevin Hart up?
Oh, somebody came and gave him. That was the newest one. I'm mixing them up. The newest one I had got was like when Kevin Hart was in a hosted his show, and they was in a bathroom, just him, and then a bodyguard came in there. Then he came out, and the girl bought him a drink. He tasted, and it's like he tasted when he tasted it, the second drink of the same glass. That's when he was coming to bottle it, like something was there. Then it showed him in the tub getting wet. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I switched it.
When it showed Usher and Will Smith's son and Justin Bieber, I mean, were they underage at the time?
I tried to go by his tattoos for Justin Bieber age, but at the time it started from when he could have been 16 because he was real. He didn't have all the tattoos on it. He had this little shaggy hair doing the front. I forgot the bob, whatever the girls call it, hanging in front of his head. And Game handed him a bottle. Like, there wasn't nobody who got the bottle. Game walks around Diddy, hand him the bottle, he drink it, and they like blew him down off his feet. So he could have been young back then. You understand? You could say he wasn't 17. I don't know if he, you understand, he ain't too far out of Pampers. So, you know, what I mean by that, he definitely wasn't 17 or 18. I could say he was pushing 16 hard or early because how he was dressed and how he was, I could say he probably about 16 or 15.
If that's the case, then and Usher was in those same videos. Is it around the same time period?
Usher was in a video when he was definitely young because I remember he came home. They talked about drinking the champagne. He had champagne. He talked about he was. He asked him in the video, "Was that Ed Lover for Hot 97?" So you talking about Ed Lover back in Hot 97 when he was DJing? You take the time for that. Usher had to be like 16. Like he didn't even have a good beehive back then. He was definitely young. He was definitely young because I heard him say in the video about was that Ed Lover from Hot 97? He was sitting on the couch. Could have been like in a bedroom, or could have been in bedroom. Most people put like couches in their bedroom as well. The room big enough, the master bedroom. But he definitely was underage.
Is Albie Shore on the video?
I didn't see Albie Shore directly into the video. I don't know who it was, but they said he walked in and he was giving me head, as they say, in the office. And he said, "Yo, he did that to him for money." So I think if you were saying it, anybody else say, "Oh, he used it to enforce his rule of taking his son away from Kim."
Okay, so for those people that don't understand that, Kim Porter had a son with Albie Shore. She was married to him prior to being married to or being with Sean Combs. So he then used that
to break down.
He then blackmailed him into.
I don't think it was more blackmail. It's to break him down. Like, this is the man you're supposed to be with. You understand? And I can see it because if I lose, I'm a good loser. So if I lose my wife, and I'm not married today, if I lose my wife to any man, I'm not losing my kids to any man. I don't care how much money they got, how big their name is. I'm still going to be their father. You're not going to have me take care, especially that young. You understand? I got 2 sons of my own. So you telling me that if my son come to me or his mother come to me and say, I want that guy to be his father, they both crazy. That's my breath.
Word.
You understand? You can have her because it's such thing as divorce. It's such thing as that. It's such thing as adoption. You want a son, go adopt son. But looking at it from your eyes, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, if you got kids, you're not going to let a man take your wife and your kids. You understand? And before us, kings didn't let you take their castle. Never mind take their queen and the kid. You understand? But that's modern day. That's in every textbook today. It's a thing of divorce. You understand? We fight over kids today. You understand? Somebody says something to my sons, of course I'm fighting over. You understand? So you're not going to just take my son away from him. I think he was more used as leverage. Some men think just because another man get them head or they hit the other man in the back, they not the same as that man. You understand? You gay if you watch a video of 2 men having sex. You understand? You gay if you let another man perform any type of act. Today, I don't know why they don't come out and say it. You know why it's so undercover when you get married? It's like a picture ID today. You can walk around with your lover. So, you understand?
I mean, I'm thinking just in the industry at that time.
Oh no, it wasn't that.
Wow.
Of course, it wasn't that out open to do it. You understand? But people have done it. You understand?
Right.
2024, whatever it came in, people ain't just pop up and say I'm gay and I'm happy. You understand? It just was more. It was more legal now that you go get married, same sex. You understand? I'm not the one to judge them and tell them that they can't, but when you in a rap game, I'm not gonna say R&B, but when you're in a rap game, you can't be in the booth tomorrow getting guns and running down on somebody when somebody running down on you. You understand? It's portrayed.
Okay, so you get these flash drives, you take a look at them, you cobble together these writings, right? Like the memoir. You put it together, you get it turned into some books.
No, I didn't put it together. It went from the flash drive straight to print.
Okay.
Nothing was rearranged. Nothing was changed. It was went straight to it.
So you had somebody print the books up, and did you try? I mean, at some point, did you go out and you try and like how did it get to it? I mean, how did it get to Todd? I mean, I know I talked to Wade Williamson. So I know that at some point he contacted you, but prior to that, you told me on the phone. Prior to that, you had tried to kind of promote it yourself and get it out.
I didn't personally try to promote it. Like I said, I wasn't so anxious to put it out to do all that. You understand? I did what I could do. I did the hard work. I put it on paper. I put it on cover, and I gave it to somebody to get money, and they ended up dealing with Wade. And then I asked Wade, how did he get it? He said he got it from you. I said, you didn't get it from me. How do you get the book? He said, no, I got it. He inboxed me. Oh, I got it from. I bought it from someone, and somebody want to talk to you. He said, "Oh, he said private investigator. Talk to him. You know, that's." Since y'all had no problem, then I told him, and we did business.
He said that Chris Todd was a private investigator. Chris Todd's he's a reporter.
Well,
he's not
a private investigator. Whatever he is.
Yeah, he's what do they call him? A journalist, whatever. Yeah.
Journalism.
So you spoke with Todd. You guys went back and forth. Like, did he ask to see the flash drives?
I sent him one of the flash drives that came with the book, where you see everything was legit. How he did it. Say I printed it out. It was a joint deal together. You understand? So,
But did the flash drive you sent him have any of the videos on it?
I have no idea. But I sent him this. I don't know what happened to that book. It had pictures in it. It had him and Snoop holding hands under the table. You know, he rubbed on Snoop's leg and hands. And then it had him in the mold with Leo. Leo girlfriend talks about like why you Diddy Jr. They had a lot of pictures.
Right.
With Biggie way back then when they was supposed to have been beefing. That's why I call him a double agent. Him in the wrong mode with Andre Harrell.
Once you got it you end up working a deal out with Todd. What was he supposed to do with the book? He was supposed to get it published?
He wanted to get it published and put out.
What was that conversation?
No, he said Wade told me he had somebody who wanted to put it out. That he'd get it blown up, he'd put it out. It wasn't on. He got it on Amazon. He got Kim's face on the front of it. He took the off of it and put Kim's face on it.
Okay.
And did his numbers. It did. I think the book itself sold it. So he played a part of it, a great part of it. He did his interviews.
Well, I think initially, according to Wade, like the first week it was out, it didn't sell. It wasn't selling. Wade ended up. I contacted you guys
he was on
and
your
asked.
show. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he had contacted me. He said, "Look," he said, "would you be interested in having me on to talk about this memoir?" And he kind of explained it to me, and I was like, "Okay." And he said, "But I got to contact, let me contact Todd and Courtney to see if they're okay with me doing this." And then you guys gave him the green light, but he had said that you guys were like, "But don't mention our names. Just don't even mention. Just mention that the book came out." And so I did like over an hour long video with him. And then I think a couple days later, after we put it out, a couple days later, it's like it got 250,000 views like in the first day. So within a day of that, Todd started doing interviews where Todd said he didn't want his name associated with it, but then he ended up doing an article with somebody and mentioned that he had published the book.
Mm-hmm.
Which was, strange but so then the book, of course, then it really, obviously started selling. And how many, do you know how many copies it had sold or how much?
You know what? I don't even got record of that. I just know it's money out there that I didn't receive. I can't really tell you how many units it self-sold, but I'm sure it sold a lot. I looked on it today before I talked to you. It's up for auction for $5,000 for one book. So it had to sell a lot for somebody to put on eBay for that much.
Todd said it sold over $1 million.
Right.
It did over $1 million in gross sales.
Right.
So, and I know that it was within, let's say, 2 weeks, it was an Amazon bestseller. It was the Amazon bestseller.
Right.
And then, listen, everybody was talking about it. What's her name? Nancy Grace is talking about it. Yes. Candace Owens is talking about it.
Reading it.
Yeah, everybody's reading it. Todd is doing all these different. Suddenly, Todd's doing all these interviews. It was really blowing up there for a while, and then I guess Albie Shore got a hold of it,
mm-hmm.
and he was very upset because of what it said about he and Sean Combs. What happened? What the memoir says happened between the act that happened between the two of them.
Right.
But he got upset, and then his lawyer sent out cease and desist letters to Amazon.
I seen that. It was mostly for Kim picture on the front of it, respect for the family. And I can understand it. That's their mother. But you can't be upset about what your mother did, what she did. I know she passed and gone. What about Tupac mother? What about Biggie mother? What about Craig Mack mother? What about Albie Shore mother? What about Heavy D mother? What about Black Rob mother? What about the coroner that did Kim test on her, his mother? There's a lot of mothers out there hurt. You understand? That followed them and other people's mothers who loved them as artists. So you can't symbolize his mother. That's why it didn't supposed to have his cover on it, her face on it. But the book is true. I didn't change it. I'll be sure biggest problem was he thinks somebody stole the book and put it out. Of course, we men. He's a man. We want people to know, the kids know when something happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he causing more problems for himself. Be quiet and let people believe what they want to believe. People say it's UFOs. Be quiet, because at the same time, what about King? He had a mother and a father. So for you to say something about his father on TV that he was the one who did this to me, he killed Kim, your son is in the house with them. He could go back to you. If Puffy go to jail today, that he is, but for life, who gonna feed the twins and King? He ain't gonna feed them. Kristen can go back home with him. Jessica got a mother. They doing very good. So he's more making it bad for his son in the house with them, because they're looking at him like, what is your father talking about that he did this to my father? They got the same mothers, but he still got a father to go to. King don't. The twins don't. So I'll be sure best thing to do, let them believe it's green Ben on the moon that came down to Earth. Let them believe it's flying saucers in this thing. Let them believe clones is taking over people. But at the end, he need to get back time with his kid, his son that he lost. He need to make a way for them because that lifestyle, he won't.
Like, I understand that, okay, if your father's gone, okay, the twins, stuff like that. But it's like, he's acting like, they don't have family that can help with King and the twins. Like, I would assume they're not fully broke, you know what I'm saying? And I know that each and every one of them probably are doing something that makes them some type of compensation, you know what I'm saying? Some type of money. So, it's like, yeah, you can feel bad, but it's like, there's no way that they're gonna just go broke, you know what I'm saying? Like, there gotta be other people that will help them out and stuff like that, you know?
Have after May, he got to fulfill them shoes. You understand? If they
Word.
after Puffy go to court in May, it's not looking too good for him.
Word. He's done.
No.
It's not.
No, it's not looking good.
No, the guns alone could get him 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just going by that. They found guns. I'm not going by what they said he did or whatever. Because they got to come out and say, these kids got to open their mouth and say, when I was such age, he did it still. So, but the guns alone, we give him 15 years. So in 15 years, anything could happen. Is he going to take care of the twins and King? No, he's not. He ran from his first son.
So I'll be sure threatens a lawsuit. His lawyers are saying they're going to sue. Amazon took the book down initially because of the photograph. They said that it was a copyright violation.
Right.
Then Todd put the book back up without the cover. He put another generic cover on there. Then it was only up for another week, and then Amazon took it back down. Now, I'm assuming they took it back down because they received the cease and desist, or they received the fact that the book was in the lawsuit.
Well,
but you're saying, we spoke earlier, and you said that you don't think that there's going to be a lawsuit.
no, it's not a lawsuit because at the end of the day, it's a lawsuit on him. He sat there and said that their King and the twins' father killed their mother. You understand? That's the same way the book say he was acting with Puffy. He doing the same thing. It's more that he want to sell his book. It's more that he got his name caught up in it. But the facts is he wasn't a father to his son. That's everybody proof. Without even reading the book. His son's living in the house with Diddy and Kim. That's proof right there. You're not the father that you're supposed to be. You didn't fight for your son. So I think it's more that than anything. I don't think he's hurting from the what the book said. It's more that with facts it really has was said. It's not about the book. It's about what happened. So that's what I think it is.
But the book did get taken down.
Yeah, it did get taken down.
Is there any possibility? Have you talked to Todd about getting the book put back up? I mean, from what you had said, it sold a ton. I mean, I know that I don't want to say the numbers, but I mean, we're talking about, and you had mentioned that the royalties were in excess of $500,000.
Right.
So that's a lot of money. Like, is that money going to be dispersed, do you think? I mean, are you trying to get the book put back up? Like,
me personally, I'd rather put it up. It's going to go back up regardless. Because, one, it was given to me to do it. And I like doing the job. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Will Amazon take it back? Maybe if it don't got the picture. Maybe if it don't say nothing about I'll be sure. But that still don't stop the facts that I'll be sure you said that Diddy killed Kim Porter. We talk, that's happening every day. Sex happen every day. But you worrying about when you tell that these twins and King that their father killed Kim Porter, Which worse?
I think that Sean Combs is not going to sue I'll Be Sure because he's got bigger fish to fry right now.
No, he's not. So you want to go after other people that you figured he ain't said none of this when Puffy was on the streets.
Right.
He can't say I never said that. You said you heard this interview I did. Puffy was free as a bird. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't wait till he go to jail to say anything. I said it all the 35 years we've been in the music business together. And I said when he did, it's gone. I do want to apologize to the kids, the young adults and the twins for their mother ending up being on the front cover of it. You know what I'm saying? And only because she's not here to defend herself. But the memoir is real.
If you sleep hot at night, you know how disruptive that can be. Whether you're having trouble falling asleep, your
photo on all those. So I don't know why they took. I mean, I do know why they took it down. Took your version down because of the photo, but I think that was they were just trying to get it taken down, not realizing other people were going to start putting up books. I doubt any of those books are the same as the memoir, though.
Right, and that memoir is not the same as the original memoir. The original one has pictures and it don't have a face on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is the official one. The one Todd and Wade had is the official one. Is out, but it will be back up, whether I'll be sure like it or not. You understand? And
people are trying to sell them right now for how much?
$4,000. Some going for $5,000. Some going for $50. It's all on eBay. And the funniest thing, Amazon was still selling the same book with the cover. I don't know what's in it after they took it down the season assist.
I guess my question is that you, at some point, don't you think that the FBI is going to want to take a look at the flash drives that you have?
I think they already know because it ain't hard to Google what the name is and it link back to who I am for years. You know what I'm saying? I know it's against the law for child on videos. I didn't put it on.
Right.
You understand? I know it's against the law for a lot of things. But have I broken a law? No. I haven't broken any law. Did Todd lie to the viewers? No, Todd didn't lie to the viewers. Todd didn't know. Wade didn't know. I didn't know. No one knew this was going to happen. Diddy sent himself to jail for the things he did. You know what I'm saying? I'm home. Ain't no 1,000 oil bottles in here. Ain't no lubricant. Ain't no wild parties in here. You understand? So he did what he did. Who going to put him in jail?
What I'm wondering is that, like, obviously there's going to be a prosecution. They've gathered a ton of evidence, but I would think that the FBI would have contacted you to try and look at the flash drives. Is that, I mean, and you're saying, but nobody's contacted you?
Nobody. Only person contacted me is the ones who say what's going on, that want to see what was done to them. You understand? They want justice.
Man.
I want justice. Tupac was my man.
So it's like that's very interesting because if the FBI knows that he has these tapes, this flash drive, why didn't they contact him? Maybe they have footages of what happened already, but that's very interesting. That's okay. You would think they'll be knocking on his door as soon as they find out who has the stuff, so they can use it against him. Or maybe the feds are scared to see who's in there because it's probably a lot of high-level people. So who knows?
You understand?
Who is that? Who has contacted you to ask that?
Different people who's in the book. You know, I don't want to be name dropping. You understand?
Okay.
I gave my word to you that I'd do the show. You understand? A lot of people didn't want me to do the show because they know what type of person I am. I'm not going to sit up on your show and bite my tongue. You understand?
Do you know if Todd's been contacted by the FBI?
I spoke to Todd earlier today. I think somebody had reached out for him. So whatever he got in the flash, the email, I guess he's surrendering that right now today.
Okay. So, all right. So, I mean, he's turning over evidence. So, if you're, I'm assuming a lot of this is you did this because you wanted Kim Porter's, you wanted her wishes to be fulfilled, right? To be granted that Diddy or that Sean Combs gets arrested, that he's brought to justice. Lots of people want him to be brought to justice. Why not contact the FBI and just turn over the videos? I mean, they've clearly they've got child on them.
Where I'm from,
They've got proof.
Where I'm from, that's snitching, and I'm not getting in that category of snitching. You understand? Because I'm on here doing an interview. Is that called snitching? Is it called dry snitching or third person snitching? No, you know what it's called? It's called Tupac told him that he don't die, he multiply. I'm Tupac today. And he wants some justice for what he did. I'm 54 now. If I was early, will I be out there acting like I'm young? Yes, I will. But I'm 54. I have a life. I have a family to stay behind. So this as far as you get. You understand? Call me what you want to call me. I'm not up here like Jane and Jaguar going to thing, dropping all this and that. That's their lifestyle. You understand? We all know why Gene not the bodyguard no more. You understand? If anybody know, we already know why. Jaguar.
Why isn't he?
Go ahead.
Why isn't he the bodyguard?
Because he was getting high. He was getting high with Biggie and them at the studio, and Biggie called on him, and Puffy said, he told Puffy that, I need another bodyguard because Gina hit high. Puffy walked in the studio, he laid out on the couch like a washed up well on the beach. So he got on, he said, but Biggie writing Lil Kim and the music, and that's what pissed Puff off the worst. That's the night he got killed. He told him that. He said, what? Just tell me if you wrote the music for him. All up in Big face. He claimed that he didn't want Big to go across seas. No, he wanted what happened to Big happen. That's what he wanted to happen. You know what I'm saying? Everything happened just like he wanted to. But I hold Gina accountable for, because Gene sat there and got 30,000, was offered to him to kill him. Why didn't he? He's a cop. Gene is an ex-correction officer, ex-cop, whatever he is, but he's in law enforcement somewhere. Why didn't he tell the mother that they was going to kill Big? That's what I hold him accountable for. He sit on TV there, smiling. Oh, Puff offered me 30,000 to kill. You cool saying that? Is that cool saying it?
I mean, I guess he's okay with it.
Okay, there you go. Now we know why he fired, and now we know why he ain't a correction officer or police no more. Because he don't live by the rule of the streets or the rule of his job.
Okay, so I have a question. So if the FBI shows, so I don't understand, if the FBI were to show up and want copies or want to take the flash drives, like have you made copies of them?
No. Nope.
Are you gonna hand
them show up? If I see alphabet jackets coming on my lawn, they can have whatever they want to have. As long as they ain't taking back. They can have whatever they want. I got a 100-inch TV. They want that, they can take that right with them. But no.
Because, I mean, yeah, I see them definitely, look, I don't see Todd not telling them where he got this from.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't see Todd saying, I'm a journalist. I'm not going to tell you who my source is.
Bro, this is a lot, man. The dude is not saying much of anything. It's like he has all the proof that people want, right? He has the videos, he has the memoirs. So just like, what is he really trying to do with it? Like, I understand he made the book, whatever. He partnered up with Todd. But it's like, are you just trying to hold it just to see what propositions or like business you could do with it? Like, I'm trying to understand what's the point of him even having it if he's not going to let it loose. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we all trying to figure out who the hell's in these tapes. We all know that Diddy, for the most part, did these things. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what's the point of having stuff if you're not gonna use it? You know what I'm saying? You're just sitting on it. But this is like an hour long. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and eventually these tapes are gonna get leaked, and once that day comes, shit, it's about to be crazy, man. But other than that, y'all stay tuned, be safe. It's your boy Breeze, and we going. Peace.